The isle, a vast landscape brimming with diverse creatures, each perfectly adapted to its surroundings. While some beasts go out to hunt or catch fish, some creatures just simply eat the floor. It's so amazing how nature works. Today, we will be looking closer at a young female raptor. It's hungry and trying to hunt her adult Tenontosaurus. A lone raptor will have trouble taking down such large prey. Only the most skillful of omniraptors will be able to take down a Tenonto of this size on their own. She appears hesitant to strike, understanding that even a single kick could prove fatal to the raptor. The Tenonto is relentless, and he is trying to wear off the raptor by aggressively kicking at the air. The raptor saw an opening and went in for a pounce. The Tenonto panicked and went to look for a place to better defend itself. A small pond is a perfect spot to camp. The Tenonto shows its dominance, standing proudly over the dead body of a fallen raptor. A strong warning to anyone brave enough to challenge it. But the young raptor is determined to kill the Tenontosaurus, and is not willing to give up unless it has no other options. Luckily, the raptor is not alone. Her other packmates smell the blood and quickly arrived at the scene. Trying to bait out kicks is a good way to tire the Tenonto out. But she needs to be more careful, as she was lucky to escape this time. Her escape only fueled the Tenonto's frustration further, and even chased after the raptor for a short bit. But the roles quickly reversed. The Tenno quickly hurried back to the pond, but he slipped and the raptor latched on. The raptor's bite is not the strongest on the island, so the best strategy to kill is to bleed its prey out. While she distracted her prey, her packmate swiftly latched on the Tenontosaurus. Now, with two raptors fighting the Tenno, he needs to quickly switch his focus to not get bitten. And finally, the third raptor also jumps in the front. The Tenonto finally has enough and quickly swims to a fallen log in the water. The young raptor leaps, holding at the Tenontosaurus's head, seizing the opportunity. After some struggling, the Tenonto finally gets on the log. A smart move. The Tenonto can better defend itself now. This will show to be a long hunt, really testing the patience of our raptors. Frustrated, our raptors pace around the Tenontosaurus, trying to find a good way in to strike. Suddenly, one of the older raptors found a good way to tease the Tenontosaurus, slowly nibbling at his tail. After some bites, the Tenno has had enough, and tried to hit the raptor with his dangerous tail. The younger raptor wanted to also try the tail-nibbling technique she just observed from her older packmate, and jumped on the log to try it out for herself. It's hard balancing her paws on the slippery log. It looked much easier when her packmate was doing it. She was a bit more hesitant and slipped off the log into the cold water of the pond. She quickly recovered and tried it once again, this time with much more confidence. But she needs to stay alert as the Tenonto will quickly turn to attack. She jumped back in for a third time to bite the Tenontosaurus his tail. She needed to get closer to hit the Tenno, but she was not so sure about that, and switched back in with her other packmate. They went on like this for a while, to tease the Tenno of the log. The Tenonto stood its ground and phased, while the raptors, losing patience, scrambled to find another way to reach it. A perfect move. One brave raptor leaped in for a pounce, latching his claws into the back of the Tenontosaurus, and immediately after that, the young raptor also pounced on the Tenonto, leaving it bleeding while he scrambled back onto the log. As day turned into night, the hunt persisted, a test of patience for all involved. The raptors were hungry, tired, and were getting weaker and weaker. Both parties suffered from a long hunt. To survive in such a harsh world means having patience and good decision-making skills. Was it a good choice to stay with the 10 on 2? There's no going back now. The choice is made. Either they kill the 10 or simply starve to death. When we came back with the camera crew, we noticed that there is a smaller Tenontosaurus involved in the hunt. The poor thing was being chased in the water by raptors. It seemed the adult Tenonto didn't put much effort into protecting it, suggesting it might be an orphan Tenonto, abandoned by its herd and searching for a new one. We just got a short glimpse of the younger Tenonto as he ran back into the forest for safety. It can now only watch in comfort while the adult Tenno is fighting for its life. The raptors were starting to feel hopeless. They were really hungry by now and had not much time left. If the hunt goes on like this, they will all be dead before the sun rises. But then, a glimmer of hope. Reinforcements. Old friends meeting again on the battlefield. You see, this raptor pack is much larger than just 3 raptors. They've simply lost each other, scattering around in search of food. There is no time to be wasted. With the reinforcements, hope struck the hearts of our raptors, and they went in full attack mode. It's life or death now. It's either them or the Tenontosaurus. Even more lost pack mates arrived on the scene. It's all over now. The raptors will overrun the Tenonto, and they will all feast tonight. Today's suffering is coming to an end. Our young raptor is standing on her last breath. Today's luck was on her side. This is why having a strong and reliable pack is so important for a raptor's survival. Raptors are pack creatures and will always defend each other, fought through trust and unyielding bonds. This pack stands as an unbreakable force. When one life ends, another begins. It's simply the circle of life, destined to repeat itself until the end of time. If you enjoyed getting a glimpse in the life of this raptor, please let me know. If you want to see more, be sure to hit subscribe. I will see you all next time.